Hello, good day and welcome to NZ Tutorials. In today's video, I'll show you how to create 3D Pixar animations like this.
Good day, everyone. I'm Nathan Aloka, civil engineer and follower of Christ. Today, we'll see how the strongest structures begin with the strongest foundation, God's Word. Picture a sun-kissed coastline. Two builders stand side by side, yet miles apart. On the left, Daniel. He kneels on solid granite, chiseling the name Jesus into a cornerstone. His sky blue overalls are dusty, yellow hard hat tilted back, silver cross glowing at his chest. He prays softly, "Lord, let every beam rest on you." On the right, Samuel, neon green vest flashing, red Jordan sparkling, gold S chain swinging. He scoops sand with a selfie shovel, grinning at his phone. Day one of hashtag Sand.
I'm also going to show you another one as well. If you really want to watch the full video of that, you can make a request. I'll lead you to somewhere where you could gain access to that. So this is also another one.
It was 12:15 p.m., and the lunch line at Lakeside Middle felt like a small airport with no flights leaving. The lunch line wrapped around the tables, past the vending machines, and almost out the back door. At the very end of that line stood Eli Turner, a seventh grader with big glasses, bigger ideas, and absolutely zero sense of time. Eli wasn't slow because he didn't know what he wanted. No, Eli was slow because he treated choosing lunch like a national decision. He held up the line, staring at the menu board like he was signing a presidential bill. If I pick the chicken nuggets today, will that affect future trade agreements with the pizza section? Behind him.
So if you're interested in creating videos like this, I'm going to be teaching you in this video. And everything is easy breezy. The first thing that we need to do is we'll go over to ChatGPT and we'll tell ChatGPT to give us our scripts. So this is mine. I've already given it its prompts and everything. I'm already creating a series that have to do with future leaders and all that. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, I'll drop a link in the description and also in the comment section so you can access that. But then still don't forget to also subscribe to this one as well. So this is currently my story. I've gotten everything I want for my story and I've given it out the basic keywords that it needs and stuff like that. But the next thing I need to do is, so after about 3 or 4 phases here, the first thing is you need to have your story. The second one is that you need to have your scene prompts. And the third one is that sometimes you also need to create your character profiles and add seed numbers to it. The reason why we ask for character profiles or seed numbers is basically so that you can maintain consistency. And then the fourth one is we're going to be making use of a tool that gives us access. Everything here is done for free. I mean, this whole process you're going to be using will be for free. So next thing I want to do is I want to generate scene prompts, and so I'll just study scene prompts, and I'll be using Pixar 3G for this particular one. So ChatGPT is currently creating my profile. So this is the character profile as well. It's creating the character profile and is also creating the scene prompt. Most likely it might create about 9 to 10 scene prompts for this particular episode. So when it's done, we'll come back and we'll see what we have. So here I'm trying to prompt it to give me at least 10 to 13 scene prompts because I can't work with just only 5 prompts. So I'll tell it I need about 10 to 13 scene prompts for this story so that I have enough pictures for me to create my stories. Remember that it has already given me the character profile, so I can easily copy the character profile. And so when it's done in cards, I'll pick it up and go ahead with my creation. So the scene prompts have been created, and the next thing that we're going to do, I have about 13 of them. and I hope it turns out all fine. So what I want to do is, first thing I want to do is I'll come over here and I'll click on copy. I'll go over to my notebook or notepad or whatever tool it is you're using on your phone or your system, and for this I'll go over to notes. I have a place where I usually dump it, so I just want to select all this and paste, select all, delete. I'll paste this, and then there are some other things I don't want to be in this place, so I'm removing it. Now remember I told you we had characters that are of huge interest to me, so I'm going to copy out those characters as well. However, I most likely might not want to use the characters, but for the sake of consistency sometimes it's good. So from what I see here, I have one character, two character, three character. I have three characters for my story, and don't see seed numbers here anyways. So I've copied the first one, Laya Johnson. Second person is Miss Adeyemi. Third person is Miss Kendra Wells. So I'm going to take this over to, I'll go look for Grok. Grok is the AI I'll use in generating my images and my picture. However, there's something I also need you to know. So I already know the people I'm looking out for. This is Miss Kendra. I'll place Miss Kendra. Enter. And then the next person I'm looking out for is Miss Adeyemi. Yes, I've gotten that one. So, because I know there are three individuals, and the next person I'll be looking out for is Raya Johnson. So, since I have these three persons, there is something else now that's my interest, which is the 13 scene prompts. I'll click on this and I will tell it, um, this is my story. This is my story and scene prompts.
Yeah.
I want to generate image for each scene, and I need them to be consistent. Hence, use their names, so here's scene 1, there's scene 1, there's scene 2, there's scene 1, there's scene 2, there's scene 3. So in your own case, when you're prompting ChatGPT, you most likely might want to be very precise to tell it that for you to maintain consistency, you should make mention of the names of the persons in the prompt. For instance, look over here. You might make mentions of the name of the person, because if it just says a lady or a girl, it's going to be really problematic. However, it would have been way better. So let's see. This is up to scene 13. So you can see it has already created one scene already. So Next thing I need to do is I'll ask, what scene did you create? So you also need to understand that Grok has a limited number of images that you can create. So you need to be careful of that so you don't when creating your images. So it said it created scene 1 for me. So that's why it's also good that you know what your story is talking about. So because I'd already copied so I copied this here, right? I copied my scenes here. So one of the things I would want to do is I'll come over here so that I can follow and understand everything that is ongoing. So what I want to do is I'd remove this at the top here, just have really only my scenes. Okay. So something else that I want to do is I wanted to have all the characters here. So this is the first person. So the first person here is Miss Kendra Wells. Next person is Mason Adeyemi. So I have Mason Adeyemi. And then the next person is Raya Johnson. So the reason why I'm doing this is I want to take my time and go through it, understand what everybody in my story is doing so that I know who it is and what the person is doing. Now, I will also show you how to maintain consistency as well with this. So you just hold on a bit. So the first one is I'm taking look at Miss Kendra Wells. Her seed number is 1441, age 32, female, medium, soft jaw. So I know that this is an adult. Cardigan, pencil skirts, tablet teaching badge, and all that. Now we have Mason Adeyemi, and this person is 14. Her seed number is 7739. Then build, lean tall, narrow chin, short jaw. This is a teenager because she's 14. So she is wearing a science club hoodie and, jeans accessory or something. And then this is Raya. So, though even that science club hoodie, it would have been best if we had a specific description for our hoodie so that it doesn't keep changing with every frame anyways. So we have Raya Johnson and her seed number is 2205. And so here we have so she's slim. This is also a teenager as well. And round cheeks, deep brown. So this is deep brown. So short coily afro. So this person is most likely an African. Or yeah, so most likely an African. So since you already know that, I need to confirm that Raya Johnson and Miss Mason Adeyemi are kind of the same. So this is male, while Raya Johnson is female. So it's easier for me to identify than this other person who is an adult, Mr. Kendra Wells, Miss Kendra Wells. Skin tone is tanned. So with this, I already know precisely what it is I'm looking out for. I've checked from my audience, this is in one, and this is the individual over here. So which of them would I want to go with? I'll simply download this and I've gotten scene 1. So now I need to confirm what is going on in scene 1. I already know who my characters are and what they are wearing. So for scene 1, I'll come over here and check. The scene description is usually the most important. Student fills a large hall as Miss Kendra was seed steps up to the microphone to announce a new leadership challenge. Raya Johnson sits front row with her arms folded, convinced she will lead. While Mason Adeyemi watches the second row, quiet and observant. So all of them are going to be wearing school uniform. So so this is fine. So next I'm going to tell it is so according to what it tells me here to do, it says I should just make mention of for the next one, I will just write scene 2, or you can write generate scene 2 on your own case. So just wait briefly. So I just look at the one I feel I love best. Ages. So I also have to look at to ensure the school uniforms look alike. So I'll go with this one. So this is the second image I've gotten, a rising tree. So also another way you can create consistent characters is that you can upload the image and then where you want to generate a prompt and put in the prompt or something like that. It helps you to have that consistency. So over here we have someone else as well. So I'm also looking out for consistency in the school uniform. So here they kind of look alike a bit. So I'll stick with this one. So this is scene 3 and then I'll write scene 4 next. So you're going to do this to generate characters for all the 13 scenes. And after you're done generating for all the 13 scenes, I'll tell you the next thing to do. You'll come over to. So while you're doing all these downloads, you also need to ensure that your downloads are coming into the phone as much as possible. I try not to have too many files on it. So it's way easier for me to keep track. So this is scene 1. Yeah, so they have white in between the shirts. This, I don't want this one. I just want only one image. So this. So I have to confirm I'm currently at scene 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I have 5 images all downloaded. So the next thing I'll do over here, I'll type in scene 6. So anytime a person's name is being made mention of, a seed number is also attached as well. That was one thing I did. So that's also for consistency as well, so that it knows, okay, this is the exact characteristics that I'm looking at. If the seed number 1500 is attached, then it means obviously that we have to look at the person's characteristics, because I already posted their characters, pasted everything together. So you must understand something, that you have to go through all your scenes, know what your scenes are talking about, know what your story is talking about. Don't just hop in and start generating. AI can make mistakes. Get my point? So if it makes mistakes, you just make sure everything is still alright. So it's possible that while you're trying to generate your image, you could be met with a couple of hiccups, like Grok not um giving you the images. So I noticed that probably after generating like 10 images, I began to have a couple of issues. So you most likely will just want to tell Grok, please generate the images here, so that really goes as well to help you and ease the stress for you. So I have to say generate image here, and I have to mention the same number as well. So once you're done generating your images, the next thing you most likely want to do is you'll come over here to where it says imagine, and then you click on imagine. Then you'll select your images. I'm just going to do a couple of them, then you know exactly what to do from there. So the first thing you do is come over here to this place, and this is the first one. Automatically Grok will be beginning to generate the video for you. So with this, the video will most likely become, the image will most likely be converted to a video, and you can see here the percentage is showing that's the conversion taking place. So another thing again, just for the sake of surety, something I most likely will want to do is I could go over to my notepad just to make sure everything is in line. I'll come over here to scene 1 because the first image I'm generating is scene 1. The scene description is my utmost interest. I could decide to copy everything here, or I can just copy only the scene description. But let me copy everything. See, there's a problem if what the AI generated is not always the same. So let's copy only the same description. Now this will guide the AI on what to generate. But let's see.
And that's how we can make a difference in our community. Who's with me? And that's how we can make a difference.
If I was giving you the first one, I'll come over here. I'll click on generate again.
Students, I am thrilled to announce the new leadership challenge that will shape our future leaders. Students, I am thrilled to announce.
So if you notice, for me, I like this one than the first one. So if you see here, this is the first one.
And that's how we can make a difference in our.
Just focuses more on how.
With me.
But this one, it's a drone shot that is zooming out.
Thrilled to announce the new leadership challenge that will shape our future leaders.
I like this more. So what next I'll need to do is, I'll come here and click on options. And I click on options, I will upscale the video. So after upscaling,
Thrilled to announce the new leadership.
I will need to download it.
Students.
So how you know that your video has been upscaled? It's when you look here, you're going to see HD at the top. So once you see the HD there, it means that particular video has been upscaled. Meanwhile, take a look at the first one. There's no HD there, but this one has HD. So you come over here and you can look. So I'll click on download.
Thrilled to announce the new.
And once it tells me download started, I know that my video has gone through. So I will do another one, but then again, I just need to confirm that this video has shown and I don't have any issues. So over there, that's the first video. It means our video has downloaded effectively. So, okay, so I'm going to carry out the second one. I've downloaded my first video, which is scene 2. I'll come over here and look for scene 2. So this is scene 2 here. I'll click on scene 2, pick it up. And so it's already working on it. But am I stopping there? Nope, not at all. I'm not stopping there. So what I'll simply do it, I'll come over to where I have scene 2 just to be sure. So I can, so now because of camera movement, there's something I would really love to do. So I want to take in everything from scene description downwards. Down to camera angle. There, after that, I'll just simply do a copy. For the copy, Then I'll go over to Grok.
Together, we can lead the way to a brighter future. Together, we can lead the way to a brighter future.
So that's the first one that Grok produced for me. I'm dropping the second one here now. So there is also another option where you make videos normal. So here I'm allowing Grok to make it normal. I just want to see what it will look like. So this is like my third generation. So the thing about Grok is that everything here is free at the moment. It's totally free at the moment. I'll drop the link there in the description, so do well to check it out. So I'm going to upscale this one as well. And the upscaling perhaps just 60 seconds. So it's already done upscaling is. It's not even up to 60 seconds. Next thing I'll do is I will download. So this is my second image. Now you just have to do that for all the other images, convert all the images to video, which is really perfect. Now, when you're done with this, the next thing you want to do is you will have to go generate your voiceover or the story that you already generated. You pick it up and then you go over to put it on. For this tutorial, I'll be making use of Google AI Studio. However, there's something else I still need. So when we go over to ChatGPT, I'll show you what that is. So on ChatGPT, I'm going to tell ChatGPT that I need it to. So I'm asking it one person narration voiceover. So So it's giving me this, but there's something that I don't really like about this. I love my story to always have a hook, meaning I need you to be very interesting. Now, this is how this one stands, right? Johnson had one big reputation at Lakeside Middle. Not smartest kid, not best grades, not even most likely to succeed, no. But Johnson was known as the girl who never apologized. So this is the beginning of the story. But if I were to pick my story from the first one that I generated, I think I like that way better. And I want you to see that quickly. And that's the one, obviously, I'm going to be making use of. So that's it. Some people never say sorry, not because they're always right, but because they think apologizing makes them weak. I think I like this. I honestly like this. And so I'm going to pick this one, this story. This is exactly what I'm going to be using for my story. But I need to confirm something that the AI did not change my story. All these So after that, just to click on copy. But I just need to confirm one thing first. I need to confirm that everything is in line with my story. So I've just reframed my story and I've given it a hook. Now there's something else I need again. You see this voice style here? I really need it. So I'm going to copy this, and at the same time, I'm going to copy the story separately. So the reason now, when we get to where we are going to, you would understand why I'm doing that. So I've copied these two. Next thing I will do is I'll go head over to Google AI Studio. I'll also drop the link for that as well. So the link is aistudio.google.com. So once you come in here, first thing I want to do is I want to come in here and then so I'll come over to settings at the top right. I'll change this to single audio. I love to use this voice here, Zephyr, depending on whatever it is you're doing. Mine is a child story, so it rhymes. So there are two parts in this place where you need to post. There's a place for instruction and there's a place for text. So I'll first be pasting my story. But I do remember there was something I did not want on that story. So which is this part. I'm picking it off now. I will cut it out because I don't want it there. Now for style instruction, I'd already copied the style instruction, and the style instruction is this voice style. I will select all those ones here or delete them and click on voice style instruction. Once this is done, next I'll do is I'll click on run. So within 1 to 3 minutes, the audio will be ready. Now, apparently, depending on the platform where I'm producing this, I usually love my voice to be within 3 minutes because I'm doing 9:16 and I want it to be in reels, so you know what it is you're doing. But in the scenario you want your story to be longer, it's also up to you. Besides, before now, I had already prompted ChatGPT to ensure my story was within a frame of 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes or thereabout. So it's always within that range. Even though the story seems to surpass it, there are various tools you could use to shorten, to reduce the speed or to make it talk faster. You could do that in your video editing app and everything is still going to align properly. Now, once you're done with this, the next is almost likely. Once you're done with this, the next thing you most likely want to do is you would most likely want to you have your voiceover and you're armed with your images and videos. You take it over into any video editor of your choice. However, so once you're done with this, the next thing you want to do is you want to take it into your video editor, merge your videos together with your voiceover, and you have a very nice story. So I'm going to show you precisely what the output is going to look like. Though for me, in this video, I'll be making use of VN Editor and I'll tell you how I'm going to import in every single thing and add the voiceover as well. Also, my audio is currently ready. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on download, click on the three dots down there, and I'll click download. So once I'm done with the download, just try download.
Obviously, pick me.
And I'm going to rename this as so I'm going to rename this particular file as this is episode 5. So that will rename the come over to downloads here and then rename it. I'll call those I'll call it Raya episode 5. So once you're done with this, audio sets. So before we go over to generating or to merging our clips, one thing I also want you to know is that Grok obviously um has a limit. So when generating your images, I would advise you that you first copy your prompt and then you bring in the video, the image, then you drop your prompt immediately and click on send. Or the second thing you can also do to ensure that nothing is tampered with, you come over to settings here and then you see the space where it says automatically generate videos when uploaded. So you can simply turn this off so that you would have to be the one who would initiate the process. Okay, so basically that's it. So head over to my video editor where I'm going to bring in all the videos. So the video editor that I make use of, I told you, is VN. I have the ability of generating a couple of images for free. And at least about 100. So far, one of the things they've told me I need, so this is it. If I want to do it, I click on plus button down here, click on the plus button. But I already have a template that I want to use. And so I'll click on the templates, which I've used in creating previous videos before. Okay, so this is one video that I created earlier on, which I showed you at the beginning. But so let's say use